What is up, everyone? It's Monday again, so you know what that means. Another Monday metagame update. It's a little bit of a scuffed version today. I am currently on the road getting ready for my wife to give birth to our child. So you'll have to bear with me on that one. But yeah, let's take a look at the meta and how things are working out and the new magic news that's coming up. We'll discuss that in just a little bit. Alright, so starting off with standard, we have a pretty typical standard here. Aggro is still basically at the top. Mono white humans, Zori soldiers, Selesnya humans, and mono red and enchantments after that. Not really anything changing. We do have a new set coming out pretty soon for standard, so hopefully that will give us the nice change of pace that we want. And supposedly that they're going to do some more bans right before the new set comes out. So maybe that will also help shake up things a little bit. Though I don't really know what they would ban in standard. Maybe Thalia would be a good one to get rid of to open up a little bit more control or mid-range in the format. Not sure. We'll have to see. But that's best of one, and let's take a look at the best of three. We have mono black control doing really well. I don't even know if I would really call it control. It's really more of a mid-range deck. Shieldred, Trespasser, Evolve Sleeper, that kind of stuff. So very mid-rangey with some removal, so they're calling it control for some reason. And then of course Dimir doing well. We've seen this deck a few times with the Planeswalkers. This is a tempo control deck, I would probably say. You're kind of holding back your creatures and then flashing them in. So yeah, you're playing counter spells, you're playing removal, and you're playing some really high value flash creatures for the most part. So those are the two best of three decks that were performing very, very well. And then mono red is the next best one in best of three. And of course, Soldier's still very admirable, but in the last 7 days or so, we haven't seen a whole lot in best of three. Okay, moving on to historic. Sultai Dredge taking up the #1 spot. It got a new card with the Blood Gas, which it was in the last historic anthologies. So that really seems to have pushed it up into the top spot, which is pretty impressive. Not gonna lie. Is it Wizards making another surge? It was always good, but it's surged back up to the second place spot. I think people started to figure out the right amounts of the new cards to put in there, not just putting the 4 of everything. So yeah, makes sense. It's a good deck. It's aggro. People seem to really like it. And then Abzan Sacrifice, moving down to #3. Still no slouch, decent deck overall, and very fun change of pace in historic. All right, that's about it for historic of the new decks that we're seeing play and doing well. Of course, there's the Mistmints Dimir deck, which I am still loving and rocking up the ranked ladder. I'm like 1 win away from Mythic at this point, so hoping to get that tonight. But yeah, it's doing great. So check out my last video or my last 2 videos if you want to see that deck. Okay, and we can take a look real quick at the Sultai Dredge deck just to see what's going on here. Bloodghast, Narcomoeba, Stitcher Supplier, Silver Smoke Ghoul, Prized Amalgam, and Haunted Dead. So kind of all standard players. Glimpse the Unthinkable to Mill Yourself, and just a few other good mill synergy cards. So yeah, nothing too crazy going on there, but if you like self-mill and you like Dredge, check out this deck. Alright, finally looking at Alchemy. Not a whole lot of data here. 5-color Legends still doing well. Dimir Control also doing well. And then Mono Red Burn is kind of the third deck. So these are the 3 that have been doing pretty well. Blue-White Control did kind of disappear off the ranked ladders in Alchemy, but Dimir Control taking up its spot. And we have almost exactly the same decks besides that. So yeah, with the Crucius nerf, Crucius seeing a little bit of play, but definitely a lot less than it was before. Alright, finally, there's no tournaments for this week. I think because standard is kind of almost gone. So yeah, there's not a whole lot going on there. But we do have spoilers coming out for the Wilds of Eldraine set, which is coming out August 15th on Arena, and then a little bit later in the other formats. But yeah, so you can check out some of those previews. Mythic Spoiler has them. Scryfall has some. Um, I'll probably make a video about that in a week or so when more of the set gets revealed. But looking pretty decent so far, I'll have to say. I'm very interested in what they've got to offer there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I hope it shakes it up enough to make things fun. All right, and final piece of Magic news. We have a PT happening right now, PT Barcelona. It is Lord of the Rings constructed. No, sorry, Lord of the Rings draft and modern constructed. So not really anything we really see on MTG Arena very much. I mean, the draft, yeah, we see that, but no constructed formats that are on Arena. So unless you're a big Modern fan, probably not following it that much, but just wanted to share that news that's going on. And I think people are a little bit upset with the breakdown of Modern being mostly Fury Evoke decks. So maybe we'll see bannings there at some point in the future. Not sure, but yeah. Anyway, that's happening. So if you love that, go check out the streams while you still can. Alrighty. Yeah, not a whole lot of MTG news. I didn't really have any Twitter lists, no tournaments, because I think people are just waiting for the new set to come out, and they're kind of more following the hype of the spoiler cards. So yeah, I can't blame them. All right. Well, sorry for the scuffed recording this time, but yeah, I'll be a father pretty soon, so I'm pretty happy about that. And then yeah, I'll still try to get you with the spoiler videos in the next week or so. As long as things go okay. So until next time, go out there, have some fun, and see ya.